When you were talking about playing every snap and gathering more information and learning, I thought immediately about Aaron Rodgers, and I'm excited to get your take on Aaron going to the Jets around that young team and how good they can be, especially if Aaron can play pissed off, which it seems like what is happening. But he broke down one time where he said on this one play he saw a defense, and he remembered the way the team was aligned from like 2008 or something like that. And this was like 2018 maybe or 2019. And he said, I remember this from like my first or second year, and that guy's gonna come here and do that. Is that like something that is that what you had as well? And is that something where only a few people have that, or is that just kind of a part of being a quarterback there?
Well, I mean, somebody like Aaron who has played as long and has had so many reps, I mean, his recall is going to be incredible. I felt like I could remember just, kind of random, unique plays, a 3rd and 5 against Baltimore, in the second quarter that, something happened. They double covered Marvin and they kind of had him bracketed. So same deal, 8 years later, I'm like, Marvin, Buffalo's playing that same coverage that Baltimore did 8 years ago. Oh yeah, I remember. And Marvin was the same way. So it's nice when a quarterback and receiver can speak the same language without having to draw it up. I'm excited for Aaron and the Jets. Let me tell you why I think it's going to work. The fact that he has the same system that he ran in Green Bay with Hackett calling the plays, he's going to be able to play so much faster. I mean, Pat, having to learn a new offense in your 18th, 19th year, it's almost impossible because you have to unlearn your old offense, right? You saw it with Brady. He goes to Tampa. They're kind of making him learn some different language. All of a sudden, week 6, they're like, hey, maybe we should just call the plays that Tom used to run in New England. Okay, let's try that. Boom, they go to the Super Bowl, right? Favre went to the Jets. He had to learn a new system. He struggled early. He goes to Minnesota. Same system in Green Bay, plays fast. When I went to Denver, they took my playbook and said, hey, we'll run all the plays that you like. Okay. We'll add some new ones. We'll work together. So the fact that Aaron doesn't have to learn a new offense, a new snap count, a new formation, he's going to play fast. He can use his incredible athletic ability. I see him playing well early next year, and it should be fun to watch.
Okay, so they said we'll learn your playbook when you went to Denver. I remember it was like the rumors were, hey, they kind of gave Peyton the key to the building over there, and nobody really understood what that meant outside of our building. It's like Peyton's brain is a great one. The fact that they chose to use it, was that a piece of like the deciding factor to go to Denver? Because wasn't there a couple other teams that were in the play of trying to get, because we cut Peyton Manning, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
People need to remember that. That was an eye-opener. I'll tell you. That was a real eye-opener. Peyton Manning just got cut from the team? Holy fuck.
Uh-oh.
That was a big deal.
That's what Eli asked Draymond Green this last year on a Monday night show. He said, Draymond, how would you talk crap to Peyton? He said, I wouldn't have to say anything. I'd just say, Peyton, you got cut. I'm like, wow, that's a good, thanks for the reminder, Draymond. Eli enjoyed that. Look, I think the fact that Denver was very collaborative and understood that, right? And I think Elway understood that. Like, I'm telling you, the longer you play, the harder it is to unlearn your system, right? Brady, New England, right? Charlie Weiss, McDaniels, O'Brien, it doesn't matter. Same system. Indianapolis with me, Tom Moore, same system, same language. You want to screw a young quarterback up? Change coordinators every year.
Three times.
Just completely screw them up. But, I mean, and so, if you have the same system, it's hard to unlearn it. So, Aaron, the fact that he doesn't have to learn a new system, it's going to work. But Denver met me halfway. They said, Peyton, we'll put in the plays you want. You circle the plays you want. We're going to add some plays that we think will be good at this point in your career, which I appreciated, right? Coming off an injury. So it was a collaborative hybrid offense. And I think that's the key. Being stubborn and hard-headed and saying, no. These are the plays you got to learn. If you don't want to learn it, get out. It's not going to work. So I think the Jets have a good setup with Hackett there, and good credit to Robert for, kind of allowing that to happen.
Yeah, Saleh looks awesome. He has his hoodie on in the back, just like chilling. He's got to be pumped. Joe Douglas is pumped. Woody Johnson, nice fresh dap up on his way into the building. When he walked into that building, he had those sunglasses on. Woody Johnson was there. Some guy we don't know.
Not sure.
We don't know who the second guy was.
No, trainer.
Pretty powerful, though.
Has to be.
Pretty powerful up there with Woody. He was dapping him up. And then it was, I think, Saleh, Hackett. Joe Douglas, I think was the way it all went. But that was just like 5 people in the building that he had to meet. Let's see if we got this. Woody first.
Yep.
Hey, pal.
Shoulder.
Hey. Oh, yeah. Oh,
How you doing?
yeah. Johnson. I'm not taking the vax.
Still hate you, but.
This guy, we don't know who he is. He looks awesome. Saleh, big dap.
Loud
big dap. That was a good dap. And then who else we got here?
Hackett.
Oh, no, we missed a guy.
This guy.
Hackett's in the back there. Dayball looking.
Big hug.
And then Joe Douglas, how we doing? Yeah. All right. But those are just like 6 people.
Yeah.
The building is equipment room, trainers, chefs, doctors, ticket sales people, business people. An NFL building has so much range from profession inside of it. Production crew, content crew, now social media crew, you name it. There's people everywhere. Did you feel, and I thought about this when Aaron was throwing his first pass that they put on social media in slow motion. Did you feel like even though you're Peyton Manning, you had to reprove yourself to like everybody? Like, hey, this is their first time seeing how you operate, you know?
Oh, yeah. No, absolutely. And look, I think Aaron will feel that way just because, you did something somewhere else. It doesn't carry over automatically. And you want to, I think Aaron wants to be the player that they think he's going to be or that they saw, right? But you feel compelled to do that. I mean, for me, I get to Denver, I'm coming off this injury and I'm trying to tell people like, hey, I just don't feel the exact same. And like nobody wanted to hear it. I mean, Von Miller, tags this PFM. I'm like, my middle name's Williams. It's Peyton Williams. Like, no, it's PFM. I'm like, oh, okay, I got it. And so all of a sudden you feel like this pressure to like be the player that Von thinks you're going to be. And so, yeah, I imagine Aaron feels that, but I imagine that he'll be able to follow through on that as well.
It makes him better, I think, don't you?
For sure. No, look, being uncomfortable at this point in your career is a good thing, right? I mean, getting out of your comfort zone. And Tom did it in Tampa, went down there and, changed that, got that culture going right and, kicked butt right away. And so I think the Jets are doing their part to make him as comfortable as they can. But look, he's wearing a different number. It's a different uniform. I mean, the first time I put that Broncos uniform on, it was weird. I'm like, these are not the colors that I'm used to. And you just feel different, right? And so he'll feel all that. But I think, going back to the same system and the same language, being able to know the offense, Pat, as well as anybody else in that huddle is such an advantage, right? There's nothing worse as the quarterback when you're having to ask somebody, hey, what route are you running here? Like, that's a bad feeling, and your receivers don't want to see that. Aaron's going to be the master of that offense starting now, and he's going to be able to help the young players. So that's a real positive, I have to admit.
All right. Well, I appreciate the hell out of you for taking time and chatting with me here on this day where, I came into the world, Peyton.